myself off. Good morning, beautiful mamas. Sometimes we're still in learning stages where things happen, but I'm so excited to be here with you all as usual. So today is episode 54, but not just that. Today is about you. So if you're a mom and you are here, today is literally all about you. That's why we do this, to make sure that I give you stuff to help you put you first because you are important. You are like a cornerstone for your family. So that what does that mean? If you're not good, your family is not going to be very good either. So today is all about helping make sure that you are good, okay? So that your family can also be good. And it doesn't mean when I say put you first, you're not putting yourself first and not taking care of your family. No, that makes no sense, right? You're actually taking care of yourself so that you can take care of your family, all right? So today, like I said before, it's Mama's first Monday, episode 54, and I'm excited about it. Eventually, you all will be able to find replays on new podcasts coming up. The Unprofessional Mom will start a podcast in September. Details to come. So excited. But today, the title is Me Time Magic because you can make magic with your me time. And I'm going to show you some simple ways to reclaim your day. Now, these are things that I've had to do for me, and these are things that you can do for you. Take what you can use and what you can't use right now, but don't necessarily push it aside. Maybe find ways that you can use it because if you don't start taking care of you, giving yourself the me time you deserve, then you're just going to start resenting your family and possibly even yourself. And we don't have time for that because resentment has no place in our family, in a healthy family relationship. Okay. So what we want to do is make sure you get your me time so that you don't have to have that resentment. You don't have to have that crazy stress. You don't have to have this anxiety that hovers over the fact that you don't get to have your me time. Okay. So today, the problem or opportunity, because I always think that problems are opportunities, is pretty much finding me time, finding time for me time. Um, and here's the deal: me time, you guys, should be the standard and not just a luxury, because this is something that you cannot afford to not take. Okay, so this is a standard, not a luxury. A lot of people think that me time is a luxury. Only certain people of a socioeconomic class gets to take me time. But no, you can find yourself some time, okay? So here's the solution. The solution is magic. And I love this one because it's only 5 different tools. So if you're a note taker, this is where you want to take some notes. So here we go. With the M, you're going to make time for you. Oftentimes we mess up because we don't purposely make time for ourselves. Like, for example, if you work outside of your home, but you have kiddos, maybe get them to school a little earlier so that you can sit in your car for 5 minutes and decompress before going into work or even after work, whatever you have to do. Make time for yourself. For me, I work from home, but I still make sure that I take time just for myself at home. Like as soon as I finish this and my work after taking care of this, I'm going to have my favorite coffee, my favorite mushroom coffee that I love drinking because regular coffee just tears my stomach up. But whatever it is for you that you like, that helps bring you back to you and bring you back to a state of just calmness, then do that for you. Make time for that. All right. The next thing is so important. It's like really acknowledge your needs. Oftentimes we'll put our needs to the side. We won't say anything about them. But I'm at the point in my life now, I'm like, I cannot keep living in a state of just doing everything for everyone else and not taking care of myself. So I let them know when I need something. If they want to help me, fine. If they don't, I'm going to do it. But they're going to have to wait until I take care of it. But thankfully, my family, they understand and they give me that time and space, just like I also give them the time and space when they acknowledge and let me know their needs. So acknowledge your needs, okay? Because your needs are important. And if you don't believe it, say it several times. Even write it on your mirror and lipstick. My needs are important because they are. All right, the next thing I want you to do with the G, get organized. Now, I know sometimes we are better with disorganization. At least we feel like it. Honestly, we're not. I start to notice that when my area is clean around me, that I start feeling better. Like there's some things you guys can't see on the side over here, but I cleaned it off. And when I come out my room and I see it, because my office area is in the loft of my house, I get to see this area and it's like, whoa, it's so amazing. It's so clean. Because I had to take the time to clean it and just make it just look, I don't know, amazing. And what it does is it just lifts something off of you, okay? And for you all, I want you to have something, want you to feel like something is being lifted off of your shoulders, okay? So the next thing I want you to do, well, when you get organized, like make a routine, make a plan. Even if you, because I forgot to tell you that part, even if you don't have a schedule, you can go to your phone and find the app in your phone, the app for the calendar, and go ahead and put something in there. Put something in there that you need to do for yourself. Okay. Really simple thing to do. And if you have it on silent, you may want to make it not silent. Give yourself a little alarm. If it has no notifications on it, turn notifications on to make sure that you are getting the notification to actually do something for yourself. Okay. And also being organized kind of takes the stress off of you. Like for me, the best way I get me time is because I schedule almost everything I do. If there's something that can be scheduled, I schedule it. And I schedule it because I believe that we fall to the level of our schedules or our routines or our structures. So if you have a good routine, a good structure, then you're good to go. All right. So with the I want you to incorporate small pleasures. Like have yourself do something that just gives you a little like a yay moment. Like for me, having my mushroom coffee in the morning. I don't know what it is. I know it gives me a little dopamine rush for sure, but I'll take it. So having a seat in my comfy chair downstairs and having me a sip of my coffee is, I don't know, for me it's very relaxing. So that's a small pleasure for me. So think about a small pleasure for yourself. What could that be? For me, also it could be reading a book or learning. Honestly, you guys, you can call me a nerd. I'm okay with that, but I love learning. So sometimes I'll turn on YouTube and find some information I want to learn about, or one of my favorite apps called Headway. I would listen to that, listen to a book because you can read a nice summary of a book in like 15 minutes. On average 15 minutes. So find your small pleasure and do it. Just make sure that that pleasure is not something that's going to get you further away from what you're trying to do. Okay, make sure the pleasure is in alignment with helping you have me time and not tearing you away from yourself or your family. Okay. All right. So with the C, do this every day. Celebrate every win. And if you can't celebrate every win, celebrate some wins. Like pick something. Like for example, I didn't holler at my kids this morning. That's a win, Like that's something I have been practicing, and I don't necessarily holler at them, but sometimes my voice will get elevated and they think that it's hollering. So I'm gonna say it's hollering because they feel like it is. but I did not holler at them today. I don't even think I hollered at them yesterday. And yesterday, one of the biggest wins for me was that we were able to talk some things out without all the fussing and screaming and hollering. And they literally cleaned, the 6 and 7-year-old cleaned up all of their mess, all of it, and vacuumed the floor. I was amazed because they've never vacuumed before. They've never really cleaned up all their mess before. And they did it, but it was all because I had expectation. And they listened. I listened to them. They listened to me. We made it work. So that was a huge win for me. And the fact that I'm able to be here with you all on time. I was actually really early. I was able to drop the kids off early this morning. So please celebrate every win. Every win needs to be celebrated. And if you don't have something to celebrate in, I normally have my journal up here behind me, but my journal has something in there where you could actually celebrate every win. You have at least one win. You get to put a win from the previous day in there, which I think is so important because When we actually take time to celebrate our wins, celebrate ourselves, we actually find confidence in ourselves. And I believe that that confidence drives us to be who we actually need to be for ourselves and our family. Okay, so confidence, y'all, is amazing. It's something I think it's a necessity. So celebrate everyone. And now we are at the end, ladies, but this has been amazing for me because this is something I've lived through, and this is a reminder for me that these are things that I need to do as well. But here's the deal: if you have not gotten your Me First checklist for moms, this is the bare minimum of what you need to make sure you put yourself first, okay? And what it's going to do is give you a checklist for what needs to be done, what you need to do for yourself every day to put yourself first. And you can start with one thing every day. One thing one day, the next day put two in there, the next day put three. So I would say start slowly, and you can also add this to another habit that you're already doing. For example, um, while you are driving, maybe you can add something like some relaxing music if that helps you, just whatever it is that you think you need to add. But do me a favor, go to the unprofessionalmom.com/me first checklist for moms and download that. Okay, get that download today, because I promise you that this is going to help you finally put you first. All right, so beautiful mamas, this has been real. And as usual, I hope you have a great rest of your day, your week, your night, whatever time it is where you are, but the rest of your week. Have a great one. And I love you to life. I will see you all next time. Mwah.